Hey, it's Mike. Thanks for tuning back in. I'm going to get this story in. As I alluded to yesterday, David sent me a great story about his biggest PC pickup of the year. It is a Holy Grail card, and it's twisty and it's turny, so I'm going to create its own video for this story. And there's a bonus story at the end, so stick around. David, when he was 10 years old, it sounds like back in the 90s. I didn't get that much detail out of him, but he was a big collector. He's from Maine, like me. I seem to have a lot of Maine subscribers, probably because I go to the Maine card shows and then do videos on them. He was a Boston Bruins fan. He was a hockey defenseman as well, so he was a big Bobby Orr fan. And so he wanted to save up for a Bobby Orr rookie card, 1966 tops. Looked it up in the Beckett Hockey Card Monthly, and it was priced at $800 or valued at $800. And so he thought he could save that much money up, and he was doing chores, saving. And he's just a little kid. He said that he started collecting at 10, so I'm imagining that he's like 12 years old or so. And I know when I was 12, I was saving for cards and candy, mostly candy, because I was a chubby kid, by mowing lawns. I had a lot of lawns, and so I kind of pictured David doing things like that, doing chores around the house. Then he sees one somewhere listed for $8,000, and he wasn't aware of price differences between high-grade cards or condition-sensitive grades like that. And so he just saw $8,000. I can't pay $8,000, and gave up on his dream. He continued collecting through high school, and then once he got to college, it sounds like in the early 2000s, he moved away from cards until a couple years ago. Like a lot of us, moved back into the card world in 2020. In 2020, he pulled out his collection. It was largely worthless because it was junk wax era, just like mine was. A lot of nostalgia in there, though. And he looked up a PSA graded Bobby Orr rookie, and it was priced at $2,500 to $3,000. And he said, well, that's too much. I don't have enough cards that I can sell to get this. And totally relatable. But in his collection, he found that when he was a teenager in the year 2000, he happened to be collecting, and he had forgotten about this, a certain prospect, New England Prospects cards, and he had 9 Tom Brady rookie cards. Sitting there in his box, they still had price tags on them, priced between $2 and $16. And he says that he probably even haggled those prices down because Brady was a nobody back in 2000, 2001, whenever he bought these cards. It was before Brady won his Super Bowl, or even became big, obviously, his first Super Bowl, I mean. So in 2000, he sent them off to PSA. The Fleer Tradition Brady rookie didn't meet min size requirements at PSA, but the other 8 did and got graded. The Black Diamond came back a PSA 8. He kept that one. And the Fleer Ultra came back a 9. Those are the 2 most valuable ones. He kept those. The Metal Universe card came back a PSA 6. He sold that and 5 others and made up the money he wanted. He didn't get any 10s. The best one was a 9. But he made up the money that he wanted for the Bobby Orr rookie. And he bought the Orr at the National. So really awesome story. He obviously, anytime you can pick up your Grail card, it's exciting. But the fact that it took him 20 some odd years to get there, and he had, he pulled out his childhood collection and was like, there's nothing good in here, and then found 9 Tom Brady rookie cards. Pretty amazing stuff. And then as a bonus, he sent me his display, which I was actually supposed to include in my display video a week or 2 ago and forgot. So perfect here to just include what his cards look like on display. And he's got the Brady's up at the top and the Orr there as well. Awesome stuff. As a bonus, his childhood friend who he grew up collecting with was a huge Michael Jordan fan, and as a kid he bought Jordan's rookie card, the 1986 Fleer. When he started collecting again in 2020, he sent it off to PSA, just like David did, and it came back as a counterfeit. So sad story, but then he ended up selling his Michael Jordan collection, and at the National with David bought his Holy Grail card, the Jordan 86 Fleer. So here's a picture of the two of them holding up their Holy Grail cards together at the National that they purchased together. Awesome story. I love this kind of thing. If you have a similar story about, it doesn't have to be similar, but about buying your Holy Grail or something like that, and you want me to tell the story, I would be honored if you trust me with your story. Email it to me at thejunkwashhero@gmail.com. Please include photos, as many as you can, and details about the story. I would appreciate it. And let me know in comments. What do you think about David's story? Pretty awesome. All right. Thanks very much for watching.